Namaste, welcome back to the channel, and we are in the part 2 or the quest 2 of our Cloud Quest Cloud Practitioner video game. We already finished our quest 1, which was about creating S3 bucket and hosting a static website using S3, which we have done in quest 1. If you already haven't watched it, please go ahead and watch it, where we did the lab. We did a practical session on how to do all those. It was very interesting. Do go and check it out. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. That will tell me that people are actually interested in the content that I am making, and which will inspire me to push videos quickly. Otherwise, I would have to wait until I get certain number of views on a particular video to understand like people are actually interested. If people are not interested, it doesn't make any sense for me to spend time and making these videos. That being said, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. And let's do our quest 2, shall we? So let's start our game. I hope you are liking this game. I mean, if you're watching this video, that I assume that you really like the way that they are doing. I think maybe in future they will add more content to this, but at this point I think this is what we got. Maybe they will add new features and makes it more exciting than now. Alright, so we are doing the Cloud Practitioner role, as you remember, and we have done our quest 1, and we reached level 4 because we have done activities, right? We have done multiple activities which gave us the level 4, which took us to the level 4. So I think this is our mayor. We took our first quest. We can go, we can walk, we can use our hoverboard and go there and take the quest, but let's do other way, right? So if you go here, the next quest will automatically show up here. You can do that by clicking on this route and go. It will take me automatically, which is handy. Okay, so they will take us there. Okay, why am I hovering above the ground unlike the NPC? Alright, so let's click on that. Hi, I'm sorry our encounter is during an emergency, but we have a major issue to deal with. No problem at all. I heard the island stabilization system is malfunctioning. That's right, the computational module in our stabilization system is controlled by a physical server, and yesterday the hard disk started to show signs of failing. I ordered a new hard drive, but it will arrive in 48 hours, which might be too late. The stabilization system problems are causing tremors on the island. What would you do? Sorry, what would you recommend? Okay, I think we can use Amazon EC2 to solve this problem. Amazon EC2? What is that? Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, or Amazon EC2, is a web service that provides reliable, scalable compute capacity in the cloud so that you can launch virtual servers in minutes. That sounds promising. Can you tell me more about how I can improve server resilience? As you mentioned, devices can fail at any time. To help improve server resilience, you can use AWS infrastructure to place Amazon EC2 servers into 2 different availability zones. When they are talking about resilience, they are talking about being highly available. Availability zones, do you mean 2 data centers? Not quite. An availability zone, or AZ, is a logical data center in an AWS region that has redundant and separate power, networking, and connectivity. Each AZ is supported by 1 or more physical data centers. So this is an exam question, guys. I like what I am hearing. This sounds very resilient. Yes, AWS infrastructure is very reliable. I can help deploy the solution and get the island back to normal. Thanks for the advice. I am eager to start. Are you ready to deploy to Amazon EC2 servers? Are we ready, guys? So let's look at our rewards and objectives. We will get 50 gems, 3 customization options. As you know, we can use gems to buy new buildings and structures, and customization options to customize the character, and then we'll gain 10 experience in Amazon EC2. And the learning objectives are, we will launch 2 EC2 instances into separate availability zones in same region. Click accept. Great, I have confidence in you. Let's start it. So we will do our usual drill. We will finish the quest, then we will do the shooting the robots. We have 2 types of robots, right? We will do both of them. Okay, so let's look at that. The island improves. This is the architecture diagram that we are going to follow. Well, they have the stabilization devices, and they have a server behind this, and then they have the stabilization system, and this system is run on servers. But since they want highly available, because if one goes down, they still want others to have it. So we are going to follow this architecture. The island improves the reliability and availability of its stabilization system by moving its computational module to the AWS global infrastructure. The computational module can move to the cloud by using the compute capacity of Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud instances. To improve availability, the computational module runs on Amazon EC2 instances deployed in separate availability zones. Each AWS region consists of 2 or more availability zones with a 99.99% SLA commitment, which we already know. Usually, one availability zone has at least 3, at least till now, whatever we have seen. Amazon Elastic Block Storage, which is in short EBS, is an efficient, high-performance block storage service designed for use with Amazon EC2. So if you want to learn about all these concepts, you know what to do. We can click here, and there are global structure overview, EC2, and well-architected framework. Okay, and also EBS. Okay, so I didn't see any comments for the first video asking me to play these videos in here, and that's why I'm not doing it. But again, each one will be at least 3 minutes. So think of these are like 6 plus 3, 9 times at least 30 minutes. It will be just these videos. If you are interested, let me know. Otherwise, what I did with yesterday's video, I will follow the same thing, which is go to our plan. Here we have practice lab goals, then the DIY. Practice, they will make us launch an EC2, then configure a user data script to display the instance details. Then we have DIY, where we will launch our own EC2. So let's turn them on to see what the practice lab is going to be and what DIY is going to be. So let's do the practice. So let's start the lab first, and they're just going to tell us to follow the instructions. AWS services not used in this lab are disabled. This is the same thing that they told us yesterday. In this practice lab, you will launch an EC2 instance, configure a user data script to display the instance details in a browser. Alright. On this page, okay, so there are some lab files. So let me download them. I downloaded the file. Now let's go and check, and even our lab is ready here. Okay, on this page, click the lab files which we have done, and then they're telling to click us on the EC2, then EC2 dashboards, launch an instance. They want us to name it web server 01, click Amazon Linux. We will do all that, and Amazon machine image, which is what we are selecting here, provides the information required to launch an instance. You must specify an AMI when you launch an instance. You can launch multiple instances from a single AMI when you need multiple instances with the same configuration. You can use different AMIs to launch instances when you need different configurations. Okay, noted. So before I forget this, let's go ahead and click on Open Console. Next, I'm done. Okay, EC2. Okay, so we have to go to instances, or even from here, that's fine. We can launch our instance, and they wanted us to name it web server 01, and they asked us to pick this one, and I think that's what they asked us to do. And instance type, let's go and check it, which instance type they want us to. Okay, so how do since I am on full screen mode, I don't know how to do it. The other tab, I cannot switch to other tab from here without doing this. Okay, for the until we finish this, let's keep like this. Amazon, yeah, they want us to pick Linux. Sorry, what did they tell us to pick here? Oh yeah, we picked that. Amazon Linux 2 AMI. I don't know if we have that. This is the new one. They want us to pick one of these, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 2 AMI, HVM, kernel 5, all that. Okay, that's fine. Then T2 micro. Go ahead. Yeah, that is what is selected. Okay. And then they want us to scroll down and let's read through this. When you launch an instance, the instance type that you specify determines the hardware of the host computer used for your instance. Each instance type offers different compute, memory, and storage capabilities and are grouped in instance families based on these capabilities. We are picking micro, and micro is T2 family. It has 1 CPU and 1 GB memory. Then key value pair required. Proceed without a key value pair. Then they want us to edit the network settings. Amazon EC2 uses public key cryptography to encrypt and decrypt login information. Public key cryptography uses a public key to encrypt a piece of data, and then the recipient uses their private key to decrypt the data. The public and private keys are known as a key pair, which is what we are not going to use here. Then they want us to select lab VPC and subnet 1 and also subnet 2. They want us to select both the subnets, I think, for the high availability, or let's see what they are saying. For subnet, choose the subnet in the US East 1A availability zone. Okay, let's go back there. We are done with it. Select, proceed with no, without. Then they want us to edit this, and here we have to select lab VPC. For subnet, they asked us to select subnet 1A. Cool. Amazon EC2 is hosted in multiple locations worldwide. These locations are composed of regions, availability zones, and local zones. Each region is a separate geographic area that has multiple isolated locations known as availability zones. A virtual private cloud is a virtual network dedicated to your AWS account. While a VPC resides in an AWS region, a subnet must reside within a single availability zone. As you can see, we picked a subnet. It has to reside in one availability zone. Okay, so a subnet can only span to one availability zone. You cannot have one subnet spanning through multiple availability zones. Click next. Then they want us to name the security group. Let's copy that. And then they want us to give a description. Doesn't matter. Okay, so security group, they don't want us to use this. Come on. That's the description they want us to put. And they want us to allow only HTTP type. Okay. A security group acts as a virtual firewall that controls the traffic for one or more instances. When you launch an instance, you can specify one or more security groups. Otherwise, the default security group is used. You can add rules to each security group that allows traffic to or from its associated instances. Okay, so in our case, we are only allowing the HTTP traffic to this. And then I think they are also allowing HTTP, and we are allowing from any IP address, which is not the usual case in your company. But since we are doing this lab, I think they are fine with it because they have to allow us to access it from our computer. Then they are asking us to select the storage. So we have done the network, hardware, OS, and now it's the storage. They want us to select the, if GP3 is selected, confirm that you choose the correct AMI in the previous step. Okay, they want us to select the GP2 with 8 GB. Okay, so let's go here. This is SSH. They want us to select HTTP anywhere. I think we are fine with that. I think everything looks good. They want us to GP2, which is good, and they want us to go to advanced details. Did they ask us to go to advanced details? I highly doubt it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they want us to go to advanced details. When you launch an instance, the root device volume contains the image used to boot the instance, which means here in the storage, did we pick the storage? Yeah, right. So this is the root volume, which means the OS will be installed on this. Now they are asking us to open our user data file, which we have. This user data script launches a web server. So everything to install and start a web server is written in this script. It launches a web server using port 80 to display internal information about the instance. The code block in your file is longer than what is displayed here, which we already know because I can see it here. I will show you in a minute. And then we have to copy that and we have to go to the user data. User data is something that will be run when they are after installing your OS, it will run automatically. Okay, so when you launch an instance in Amazon EC2, you have the option of passing user data to the instance that can be used to perform common automated configuration tasks and even run scripts after the instance starts, which is what I told you a minute ago. Then they are asking us to view the summary. It's always a good idea to review the instance launch details that you have configured before you deploy the instance. And that's it, successful. Then we will go and click view all instances. Okay, before we do that, let me show you the user script that they were talking about. So this is the user script. It is going to create a web server. Okay, let me minimize that and let's go here, paste it. Okay, so they are installing that HTTPD, which is the web server thingy, and then they are creating some index. They are formatting the index.html file, and then they are starting the service. That's all that is. Then let's click launch. Then it will ask us, okay, review, we missed it, that's fine. Succeeded launching instances. Once it is done, we can go ahead and click all the view instances, which is pending. That's fine. As instance enters the pending state when it launches for the first time, it changes to a running state when it is ready for use. Here it will change. This will be the public IP address we will use to open our web server. Next, and yeah, you need to copy paste it. Then it should show these details. The user script generates a web page to display the instant details. You might need to refresh your browser to see the instance is running. If you see a connection timeout message when opening the web page, check that the address begins with HTTP and not HTTPS. The public DNS and the security group are used to access the instant details that appear on the web page. The public DNS and the security group. Yeah. And congratulations, it is done. Now, okay, this is running. Let's open it. Okay, it is not opening up, and I think I know why, because whatever they said, this will be opening it in HTTPS, I guess. If I am not wrong, yeah, we should not be opening because we only allowed HTTP over in the security group. All right. So once I changed it to HTTP, you can see the instance details, which means it is working successfully. Congratulations, you have completed the practice section. So in this section, we have learned how to split an EC2 instance in a particular availability zone. So now let's go to do it yourself, and I think they will ask us to launch a second EC2 instance in a different availability zone. Previously, we spin that EC2 machine in US East 1A, if I am not wrong. Okay, so let's go do that, shall we? We are already here. We can leave that as is. Yeah, we can create a template from this instance, pin it, but let's do according to however they showed us again. Okay, so launch instance. Then let's name it web server 02. Did they ask us to name it in a certain way? No, they didn't, so we are fine. Then let's pick the OS. Let's pick that one. I hope you guys remember the steps. Micro, leave it. We don't want a key pair. And edit this. And we have to select the lab VPC. And this time we will select the ES1B. And I think I'm fine with these names. And let's open up to HTTP. You can open it up to HTTPS as well, but I think the web server they installed, it listens on HTTP if I'm not wrong. Advanced networking, no, we don't have to. GP2 is fine. And details, yes, we need to go to user data and we have to copy paste it. Oops. All right, let's launch it. It's as easy as that. Think of this an on-premise server. You just bought the server. Do you think it will be up this fast? I don't think so. It will take forever to be up and running. All right, let's paste it. Obviously, it won't give us because the server is not ready. That's fine. Let's wait. Okay, it is running. So let's wait for this. It won't happen. Right. All right. So this is our instance 2. You can see USB East 1B. So they asked us to give the instance ID. Copy it. Go here. Not there. That is the availability zone 1. This is availability. So let's go here. Copy this as well. 1A. This is 1A, right? So let's go paste it here. Validate. Bingo. You did it. We found EC2 instance in the correct availability zones. Now return to the city and give your customer the good news. Yay. All right, so let's click on him. You did it. The island is safe again. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you. Well, it looks like I arrived just in time. Yes, you did. The mayor wants to give you a special present. We are building a private island just for you. Yay, thank you. Okay, so just like yesterday, we get to pick our own. I will pick this one. And then see, you can see this, right? So this is locked, so we will get to pick whatever we want later on. Okay, so we leveled up. Nice. Neighborhood level up. All right. I think this is something new, I guess. Previously I don't think I saw that. Oh, now we unlock pets. If you remember in the last video, I tried to find pets and I couldn't. Now we unlocked it. You unlocked the player island. Yes, we just did. And don't forget to rate. These are the things that we end. And don't forget to rate. Whenever you get a chance, always leave feedback so that they will know whether you liked it or didn't like it. Similarly, do give me feedback by subscribing, liking and commenting. At least that way I will know if I am doing a good job or not. Alright, so right click hold to scroll. Okay, so we are done with our quest 2. We are at 17%, but we are not done yet. Oh, there is a pet right here. Okay, so let's go and try to, let me do this full time. No, sorry, full screen. All right. Okay, let's go click on this. As I mentioned, even if you to acquire pets, they will ask you a question. And again, if you remember, these quiz questions are going to be on the topic that we finished. Yesterday we finished S3, so they asked us S3 questions. Today we did EC2 and EBS. So they are going to ask us EBS. Technically, we didn't do much about EBS, but well, they are going to ask us anyways. Volumes in EBS are automatically replicated within a availability zone. What do you think? Of course it is. Okay, so click the pet icon to view your new. Oh, I got it. You just needed one time petting. Radit is impressed with your AWS knowledge and wants to be your friends. All right. Okay, so we can actually ask our pets to follow us. So if you click walk, they will walk with us, as you can see. And wherever you go, they will follow us. At least that's what I think. Yeah, they will. Okay, there is another pet. Let's go. So as you can see on here, those marks will tell you. Let's use our hoverboard. It will be faster. Okay, so let's click on that pet. I think it's an octopus. The default view for the AWS Management Console displays all resources in all regions. What do you guys think? Will it? Will it? Will it? I'm leaving it to you guys. Alright, because it is false, because there will be a region on the top right corner where you have to select to view the resources in that particular region. So I have to answer 5 more quizzes correctly and this pet will become my friend. And the pet name is Pearl. Okay, now I think, see, it is telling us another nearest pet. And our dog is... Okay, let's do this one more. What is the best description of an AWS region? Physical location of a single AWS center? Wrong. Combination of exactly wrong. So it is this. Multiple, isolated and physically separate availability zone within a geographic region. Okay, 2 more times, then Racer will be our pet and friend. Oh, there is one more nearby. Okay, before doing that, let us do the zap drones. Let's zap drones. Wow, there are no drones nearby. Okay. Let's route and go. Which key value pair can be used to describe an EC2 instance through custom content and metadata? We used to describe an EC2 instance through custom content and metadata. Key value pair, it's tags obviously. Yay! Okay, we received EC2 card. Yesterday we used the EC2 card up, but which is good. We received another one today. Okay, there is an orange one I don't want to do because I don't have enough cards. Okay, we have plenty of them here. Yes. Don't try to shoot multiple ones because you have a time limit on each one capturing. So even if you hit 2, you cannot capture them in time. What can be included when creating an Amazon machine image? Select 3. We didn't actually create an AMI on our own. So obviously there will be operating system. I think this. I don't think it's public IP address, but I can click on hint, but I think I will just go with this. Yes, that is right. Okay, EC2, we got another EC2 card. I mean, if you want your eye hit more, then you need to be in front of them and shoot them in the eye. Which statement accurately describes cloud computing? Code runs in several places at the same time. No. Hardware is kept in a location other than a company's building. Sure. IT resources are delivered over the internet on demand. Yeah, this is it. This can be even on company's building. Remember, there is a service which is called Outpost, which will be in the companies. Okay, we received an S3 card. Nice, thank you. And as you know, I will keep doing this until the questions are not repeating. That you need to do that as well to practice the questions. Again, tomorrow if you do quest 3, we won't get these questions. So that's why we need to finish them right now. Which AWS service provides resizable compute capacity in the cloud? designed to help developers with web scale computing. I mean, it's talking about compute capacity, so it cannot be S3. And we only spoke about EC2, not Sage. SageMaker is what? Machine learning, right? You can run machine learning models on it. Alright, I got another EC2 card. I hope they give me different cards, but it is what it is. Which resource acts as a virtual firewall that controls the traffic for one or more instances? Okay, remember, virtual firewall for instances, it is always security group. Network access control list is firewall for subnets. VPC is for everything. Okay, we received an EBS. Nice. I like it. Okay, these are orange. I don't see any blue ones anymore. They're far away. Okay, there is one here. That's tricky. Okay, it is going to take time. Come on, come on, come on. How many availability zones at least make up an AWS region? They said 2 or more. Should I go with 3? At least I think it's 3. Yes, I got an RDS. Nice. Which location option can be selected when launching an EC2 instance in an AWS region? What do you think, guys? It's not bucket, it's not container, it's not this, it's the availability zone, right? Whenever you are spinning an EC2 machine, you will select the availability zone that you want to spin it. How do you do that? By selecting the security group. By selecting the security group in a particular availability zone, you are going to decide which availability zone you want your EC2 to be in. Okay, I got an RDS. Nice. Okay, let's hit in the eye. Yes. A security group was configured with a rule to allow HTTPS traffic to an instance. What will happen if an HTTP connection is attempted? Interesting. The security group will allow the incoming connection but will deny the outgoing connection. Nope. Unless there is a rule explicitly allowing HTTP, the security group, yes. The reason being, we have already seen, we have created an HTTP rule and it didn't let the HTTPS traffic. So it should be the same for the other way around, right? So let's go with that. Yes, we got an SQS card. Nice. We have so many questions today because we have EC2, EBS, and cloud infrastructure as well, AWS infrastructure questions. Oh, this is the same question. I think we are done with the questions. So let's do one more to see if they are indeed repeating. Then we will do an architecture question. So don't I have anything nearby? Oh, that is too far out. Okay, there is one here. Oh, here. Oh yeah, they are repeating. Okay, let's do one orange one if I can find one. Okay, there are there. Oh no, we might be late, or will we? I think we should be fine. Okay, so they are talking about the IT department wants to store the log files for each EC2 instance. The log file destination cannot share storage space with the operating system. Complete the diagram. Okay, let's open, let's see what cards it needs. Okay, it wants an EBS and EC2. We have both of them, which is good. Okay, we have elastic load, but they want us to distribute it. Obviously, it is easy, but do we have two of each? Yes, we have. Okay, we'll have EC2, another EC2. Then where is EBS? Oh, we only have one EBS. Bummer. Okay, we can't do this. We cannot hit validated without having this. I mean, I can put S3, but it will be wrong because they are talking about. Okay, let's see what it will say. Yeah, say it's saying it is wrong. Then it needs another those. All right, that's fine. Okay, so it will go up again. I mean, we can keep doing these questions until we get another EBS, but I think I will end it here. I think you liked it. Maybe in the quest 2, we have done, what did we do? How to spin EC2, and we learned about little bit about EBS and cloud infrastructure. I think that will be the end of this video. I hope again you found this useful somewhere or the other. If you have not already done, register for the skill builder and start doing the cloud quest by yourself. It will improve your skills, and you can put these whatever your assignments you are doing here in your resume saying you did it, right? Because you are actually doing them, so it's not lying or anything. So at least that's what I would do. The skills that I'm learning here, I will put in my resume saying I have done this and this, so and so, etc. That being said, thank you very much, and if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. That will really help me a lot. And do hit the like and comment. It will just take a couple of seconds. Okay, thank you. All the best if you are writing for the certification exam, and see you in the next one.